Hey, what's up, YouTube? I just wanted to shoot a video to show y'all some of the ways I've accomplished working around in a small space, small garage, small shop, whatever you want to call it. I'm right now standing in our garage. I think they call this a two-car garage, detached. You'll notice, though, there's quite a bit of stuff in here. Start over there. There's a treadmill and a bicycle, a freezer, a fridge. Work my way around. There's a couple riding mowers right there, and some tools and some other stuff over there. And I got my wife's storage back there in the corner, and also up in the attic. And just keep on panning around. You'll see there's quite a bit of stuff in here. So I don't really have a whole lot of room to work with in here, and so I've made a couple of things to help me out with that, and I just wanted to show y'all what those were, starting with this wooden cart here. It's pretty much just scrap. I couldn't tell you the dimensions or the size. I just took some scrap wood I had here in the garage here one day, and was actually started out. I was given that chop saw right there, and it was just kind of in the way and didn't really have a place. And also, if you notice, it doesn't have its own stand, and so you kind of had to have some place to use it. And so I got to thinking, well, I'll make a cart with some wheels, caster wheels down there on the bottom, and that way I have something to use. Something to put that on. And so anyway, I got it all built, which you can see here. It's got two levels. You'll see down the bottom, it's kind of like a tub down there. The way I built it, that way I can just kind of throw things in there from time to time, like scrap wood that you see in there now or whatever. And but then I got to thinking, well, even when I'm not using that chop saw, or I'm maybe out there working in the driveway on the cars or something, and I need some place to lay some tools or some parts or whatever, I could take that chop saw off of there and put it down on the floor, or put it down somewhere, whatever, and have a flat surface that I can roll around and be able to put parts and tools on. So yeah, that comes in pretty handy for that. Also, it's a chop saw, and so not all the time am I going to be using. I really don't use it in here in the garage because sawdust gets everywhere. It makes a big mess in here, so I try to use it outside. That way it's not so much of a mess inside. And of course, that means I got to get the electrical to reach. And so just so happened when I was building this cart, my wife was throwing away one of her vacuum cleaners that wore out, and so I had robbed the cord off of it, and got this box and this outlet and all that, and mounted it on there, and took that cord from that old vacuum, and there you go. And it reaches pretty far. And then not only is it good for that chop saw right there to get power to it, but I've also found that it works great, like I said before, when I take that chop saw off of there and I'm outside working on the cars or whatever, and it's dark and I'm trying to work in the dark and I need some light. It's good for that as far as getting power out there for the drop light, and not having to string out a bunch of electrical cords or extension cords. So anyway, yeah, like I said, it's just made out of scrap lumber. I mean, you look at the top here, there's all different kinds of wood that I used on there. Mostly it's all 2x. I think some of it's 2x6, most of it's 2x4. Made this little side deal over here, right here, just as you'll see there's some screws and some hooks there to hang some tools on, and some holes I made to put some screwdrivers in, and it's just kind of like a place, especially when I got that chop saw up there, that I can put tools or pencils or tape measure or whatever. And and yes, the wheels on this side lock, so I can lock it and it won't roll. And then the other other one that I made is this one here. I guess I'm going to call it my portable workbench. That's what I'm going to call that. What I did was I went down to Home Depot and they had pre-cut OSB and plywood, and they come pre-cut 2 foot by 4 foot, and I bought this one, and I'm gonna get it out here and let you look at it. All right, so this is the underneath side of my portable workbench. You'll see I made it all myself. Again, like I said, the top is 2 foot by 4 foot, and all the framing underneath is 2 by 4, and I think 1 by 4 on the legs there. Anyway, the handle there on the side so I can carry it wherever I need it to go. Let me unfold it for you, and that way you can see what it looks like when it's all up and standing. Alright, so try to zoom out on it here. Again, I've got limited space in here, so let me see if I can back up here. So you saw a minute ago, I mean, it folds down flat to this. The legs are 3 foot tall, and you see I just got bolts there. They work as hinges, and I just made one set of the legs a little wider than the other side, so that way they could fold in and not interfere with each other, and all fold in flat, and then that way I got my little workbench here. Pretty much just, like I said, folds flat. You saw it before, folded flat, and it works pretty good. I mean, I've had a lot of stuff on there. It sure does take a lot of weight too, so it's not anything flimsy or anything like that. And when you pick it up, it's not light either. It's not lightweight. So anyway, I don't know if anybody's out there looking for ideas on how to get more space in their garage or in their shop or whatever, but these two things have worked for me, and I just thought, you know, I'd put it out there on YouTube in case somebody is looking for some ideas on workspace, or you know, how to make the best of your workspace. So there you have it. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below, and let me know what you think. One last shot here before I sign off. Alright, y'all have a good day.